I, over the years, have moved and relocated at least 8 bishops. The one we're talking about this evening is Archbishop Alemany. After he retired, he decided to go home to his motherland, Spain. The Alemany family had been prominent in Barcelona, still is, by the way. And so when I was doing my dissertation work in Barcelona on the Catalonian bishops that were very influential in California ecclesiastical history, I set out to locate his remains. So I got my first contact with the descendants of the Alemany family. They were sort of vaguely interested in having him move back to California. Basically, what we discovered was that Alemany had been entombed at the time of his death in a little town called Beek, which is north of Barcelona some miles, in a chapel there where he had retired. There's a marker in this little chapel on the wall which says that Alemany was a retired Archbishop of San Francisco, and so we presume that the remains were located behind the marker on the wall. There was a little priest wandering around the place who looked quite old. So we were talking about taking the plaque down from the wall, and he said, I wouldn't do that. He said, he's not buried there. He's buried in the floor in front of the plaque. I said to him, well, how do you know that? He said, I was there. He was a little kid, and he had been at the funeral. We did follow his advice, and we ripped up the floor, and there was the casket. We were going to bring the body back to California via Frankfurt. When we got to Frankfurt, they came to me and they said, we've got a problem. We cannot send the casket by itself, and the casket will not fit into the plane that we're taking from Frankfurt to Los Angeles. And it's true, the casket would not fit into the hold. I said, you know, the law says that when you're sending a casket in an airplane, there has to be a shipping freight there, but it doesn't say the casket has to be in it. So what we did is we took the casket out of the shipping crate and broke the shipping crate into several pieces, and we sent the pieces along, but the casket wasn't in it. But we still were able to arrive in San Francisco on the morning of the funeral. I might also mention as an aside that Cardinal Manning, when he was reflecting one day on my activity along these lines, said he wanted to be buried at Calvary Cemetery out in the area where all the pioneer priests had been buried. And he looked at me in the eye and he said, and I don't want you ever to touch my remains. He said, in case you violate that wish, I will send a bolt of lightning from wherever I'm at the time, and that will forestall any future ideas. Well, that is the only reason why Cardinal Manning has not been moved into our new cathedral, because he made it very clear he liked to be where he had planned to be, and there he is today.